Hello all, Havoc here. Let's get ready to play some Space Engineers. Okay, in our last episode, we made a mess all over the asteroid because I didn't pay attention to there being an extra connector on that ship. Also, I got all that cleaned up, got the mess cleaned up, and then we also realized that this ship coming into dock, or well, the barge, which we're referring to, coming into dock is not the safest of things because of all this rock that we have here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click and we're going to clear up some of this rock real quick. Not going to take too long to do this, just kind of really haphazardly blast my way through. So I'm using right click and only left right on strafing. So it's going to give me a little bit smoother than if I was to actually like go crazy. It's like eating corn on the cob. So I'm going to do this one here, and then I'm going to do the ones to the right of the funnel. That looks good there. So now we're going to come up here, we're going to do these over here. This is just stone, which we don't need a lot of right now. We're going to need it when I get to my next major project for addition to the station. But for now, we don't need it. And since we have a lot of harvesting of other minerals to do, we're going to collect plenty of stone in the process doing that. So. Ooh, almost clipped the drills there. Alright, so just about through here. A little bit of iron getting wasted here, but that's alright. It's one of the more plentiful resources, second to stone, so I'm okay with that. Alright. Okay, that's all gone now. Ooh, a little bit of lighting glitch there. And an autosave to boot. Right. Good times. So I'm going to clean up this a little bit more rock right here. That's better. Let's go hit this one right here too. Let's blast through here real quick. Oh, turned a little too quick. Drills weren't able to keep up. Alright, so we're going to get this cleaned up here. This will make it a little bit easier to bring in the barge when we need to. So when we're done with this, I'm going to go ahead and leave the barge parked here, actually, for the sake of getting resources collected quicker. And we're going to go head down and take out some more resources on one of those other rocks. And I went the wrong way. So we need stuff like, we need more silicone. We only got a little bit on that last run. There's a ton of uranium. We're going to grab into that real quick. Right now, I'm just wanting the resources. The whole, like, barge docking system is not online, and we just need the resources. So I'm just going to go ahead and go for the resources and throw caution to the wind as far as all the waste. So, alright, so I'm going to harvest up all this uranium, and then let's see, what else do we have on this rock? We have silicone on the other side. This uranium is a drop in the bucket. Well, actually, no, I take that back. Our station's running mostly solar, so there's very little uranium actually getting used on the station, but not one of our ships has gotten any new uranium since we've moved here. So the fact that none of our ships have run out yet, I'm pretty amazed. We did a lot of resource management early on when we were over at Iron Price. So we got lots and lots of uranium there because that thing was like 80% uranium, which is super rare to see an asteroid that large and dense with uranium. So I almost didn't want to leave that rock. We're not going to run out of power. A little bit of solar and all that uranium, we're golden. So let's see here. Let's check our inventory real quick. So let's go with containers. Wow, we haven't even filled one. Okay, so last time when we went and dropped off, we filled 2.5 containers full. So just give you an idea of where we're at in resources. That's good enough for now for uranium. We're going to go ahead and go around and check out that silicone deposit. Silicon, silicone, silica. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? There it is. Shiny spot right there. Oh, there's another one over there. Check that out. See it down below. So we're going to grab this, and this is our displays, our bulletproof glass, computer chips, quite a bit of stuff right here. There is a lot of things that use silicon, along with autosaves. Autosaves use silicon. Today's autosave brought to you by Silicon Mining. So yeah, silicone is pretty necessary. One of the more harder ones to find, which obviously it has the cooler effects on stuff, magnesium. Magnesium and nickel are some of the more harder ones to find that I've noticed. And you need those for bullets. So unless you have a mod that changes that. There's a few mods out there that'll change it to where bullets end up needing steel instead. So I'm not against that, because, well, bullets are made out of metal, more commonly available metals, not more rare metals. So I can't imagine going into a war and saying, oh, we're out of magnesium, we're not going to be able to shoot anybody. We can't defend our asteroids because we're out of magnesium. So let's see here. Oh, see, well, with that case, then we should be able to take the uranium out of our reactors after it's spent and use depleted uranium as bullets. So we should get waste from our reactors now. You know, we can use that waste, which I know it's not the same stuff, but you guys get where I'm going with that. Use a depleted uranium, air quotes, from our reactors for our bullets. Alright, so that's quite a bit of silicon. I've got quite a bit of iron in that process as well. God, man, all that debris. Alright, so grab some of this gold. Well, let's check our inventory. Still looks like, oh no, okay, we have filled one. We're into the second container now. Alright. Nice, soft, squishy gold. As the drills blow up. That'd just be the way it would work for me. Don't have a single issue for episodes, and all of a sudden the Kestrel's blown up with a big old gaping hole, and shuttle missing, and we'll replicate the shuttles once we get back on par with our supplies. We got enough things to fix and get online before we worry about those shuttles yet. Just quite yet. So one of the other things on the list of things to do is to add a small scout ship, kind of like an advanced scouting ship for the barge. Mr. and Mrs. Sarah had mentioned that on their list of things that they would like to see me do, and I totally agree. That's a really awesome idea. So I will be doing that, and I'm actually going to use the Kestrel Scout or shuttle, and then we'll just make a Mark II version of it. So it'll have an ore detector, an antenna, and it already has a large reactor on it. So that's one of the things I was just getting ready to say. But basically, we'll dock it inside the barge, not on the surface like we do with the Kestrel. And when we need to be a little bit more aggressive with our scouting process, you know, faster, more agile, then yeah, we can just go ahead and set the barge down someplace, climb out, go grab the little scout ship, and go ahead and head on out. And since it'll have an ore detector on it, we can let it go ahead and detect. Oh man, look at all that debris. And an autosave. Look at that autosave. Saving games since 5 minutes ago. Let's see what we got over here. I think we have some cobalt over here, right? Remember, don't aim at the asteroid. Just in case one day you do forget to turn your inertial dampeners on. Oh, we got some nickel. Let's hit that up. Tag. Ooh, magnesium. Nickel and magnesium right there. Those were what we were just talking about. We can now make bullets. Nickel has a few other resources. I believe motors require some nickel, if I remember correctly. As there doesn't seem to be a copper in the game, I guess that would make sense. I'm not sure. Okay, now I'm curious. Gee. Can I look at that from here? No, you can't. Without a production facility, you cannot look at that. So, okay. I'm not too concerned about grabbing magnesium. I don't really need magnesium today, so we're not making anything that explodes. That tends to be the bulk of what magnesium is used for, is things that go boom. Missiles, bullets, explosives, all the like. Don't have a big need for nickel, so I'm not overly worried about that. And I will be turning down debris once I exit the game today, and getting rid of all this floating carnage. Either that or I let it go. I might just let it go, because that's, you know, part of the hazards of doing this is me colliding with some of this debris later, I guess. Alright, so that's what this rock has to offer. We're good on uranium, so we're going to skip that deposit. If that was uranium. It looks like all iron. There's more gold, which we're good on. La 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 la. Man, they keep adding new ships to the game. I can't wait to get out there and explore, but we're so low on resources right now. Where are we going? Where are we going? Havoc. Look for the barge on the radar. Where's he at? There he is. Coming around, barge. Actually, we need to go to the Scorpion. We need to do something real quick. Scorp. Cobalt. Beacon. Kestrel. He's parked next to the Kestrel, I think. Why is his... Oh, I powered him down. That's right. I docked him and powered him down. Because we're, like I said, we're getting low on resources and no uranium in all of our ships. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to add the droppers. That's why I'm parking upside down. So Scorp can get on here a little bit easier. Okay, it seemed like my inertial diameter was off, that's what I was checking. So that's why this is open right here on the bottom. That's because we did not put those in, so we're going to put them in now. Connector. That was dropper. Oh, that is connector. Okay, so we're going to put that. Goes here. And that's the wrong color. It should be green. You need steel place. That's why we came over here. Alright, we need power, buddy. Welcome back online. Alright, so 8. Alright. So now climb back in here. This welded up real quick. Yeah, let's give him a whole buzz. Let's just... Oh, bad time for an autosave. Try to get that glare to go away, guys. Sorry about that. Wait, what are we welding on? Okay, I was like, holy crap, this is taking forever. Am I welding the entire ship or something? What's... Ow. Okay, all the components gotta be in there, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go do it this way. Seems like for some reason that's taking longer than it should. Okay. Why didn't you go online? You too. That's just really weird. Okay, not sure why it's doing that, but hopefully they all work. If they don't all work, then I still think that's weird. It's like a Cylon base station is coming or something. That big glow of red. So, alright, I'm going to climb out here. Oh, come on now. Alright. Barge is 240 meters this direction. Okay, so we're going to head over here. And now we're going to see if I can slam into the barge. No, that's not what we're going to do. We're going to come down here. My dampener's on? It just... Oh, power. Hey, this thing could use more power. We were just talking about that. Alright, so now we're going to come over here. And we're only going to use the small connectors this time and place them in the group. Let's see if I can not slam into the barge. There we go. Alright, so we're going to go here. Connector small. Thank you for actually labeling them something different. Drop off. Save. Collect all, throw out. Are they all working? So the only two that are working are the ones that aren't. Oh my goodness. Alright, so let's try the whole, like, I own this thing. Let's see here. Control A, everything transfers to nobody. Yes. Everything transfers to me. Yes. No share. Share with my faction. Sure, why not? So let's go back into K, drop, turn these all off. Off, off, on. Still only two. Is it me or did it move? Wasn't it that one that was the one that wasn't working? Now it's... Alrighty then. Whatever works. It's doing its thing. Maybe it needs some privacy. Alright, so that's all going down into the Chandelier. Chandelier is just churning away on all kinds of ores of yummy goodness and turning it into ingots for us. So we're going to go ahead and go down here. Alright. Oof. Rough landing there. Take a shortcut here. Alright, so now we're down here. We're into the Chandelier. So this is our refinery for uranium. Kicking away on uranium. So large cargo 1 is taking in all this miscellaneous stuff that we dropped off from the barge. You know, the stuff I poured all over the floor. And it's just holding on to it because it doesn't know what to do with it. So what we're going to do now, or well, not now, it's going to be in a later episode because we're getting close to that time mark. Just, I don't know if you guys have noticed, I'm really trying to get 30-minute episodes in. That seems to be the most requested time slot, so I'm trying to make them as close to 30 minutes as I can. Sometimes I go over, but that's because, well, I need to. I just want to get the stuff on tape or get it done or however you want to look at it. So what I plan on doing is running a tube out to here, putting a small slim container. I might just do it off of one of these actually. Let's see, is this in line? It is not, it's in center. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use probably, because this is already tied into the chandelier, these three. Which one should it be? We'll use this one because we can tie it in right there directly. Just dunk. And this one here is going to be items. We'll set it to priority 1 on everything other than ore and get it out of that container. So it'll take it, pull it through the system, bypass all the other stuff, and go directly to this one. We'll turn this one a different color when we get that done, so we can denote that this is something special. And then what we'll do is I am pretty sure what I'm going to end up doing is once this is online, the chandelier is 100%, is that I'm going to not be able to get through here. Okay, that's comical. Alright, so now we're going to come down over here instead. And, donk. Whoa! Thank you for that update. I'm going to set up some containers back here, and they are going to be prioritied as well, like how we did the chandelier. And I'm just going to have this just dumping. If there's items upstairs being manufactured, I'm going to have them come through this. I'm going to set these up to sensors, and put them right behind, put the sensors right behind these plates. So if it detects something coming through, it's going to turn these on. So yeah, I'm not sure how or what, but yeah, I'm just going to have this thing just start pouring stuff through. So we'll come through here and be like, oh, hey, Chandelier's producing stuff right now. Check that out. And we'll have one just be items. And so this will just collect items and stuff, and it'll dump down through here, and it'll go to a container back there. So the slims are pretty good, I think. What we can do is we can set up a pretty easy command block. At least I believe. I'm not sure yet. I haven't got really too far into the programming for the game. That once these are full, we could turn off the things over here. So let's say that this one here is going to have a priority of 2 on iron ore. This one right here. If that container over there gets full of iron, it'll shut this one off. So at least that's the goal. So no more iron will come down through here, and then that'll go offline. And instead of saying offline, I'll have it say inventory full. Inventory full. So yeah, all right. I think we're gonna wrap it up here. That's where we're going with things. Now we're starting to get some stuff coming through the facility. It's gonna be pretty cool. I've had a couple more ore containers, or a couple more slim containers set up down here. Then I could do some more dumping here. So let's see. Actually, can I get this one's almost done, right? Construction components and small steel tubes. Not enough small steel tubes. Oh wait. Now there is. Alright, so one interior plate away from getting that done. I thought those were rocks there for a second. I was like, are you kidding me? Let's see here. Let's do ingot. Control panel, slim container. Slim. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Ingot. Priority 1. And like that, it worked. Wow. Okay, so I got it right. That's a good sign. See, it pulled all the ingots from that other cargo container. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up over here. You know what? I'm going to set the other one up to be priority 2. Because I am afraid that I'm going to turn this on and there's so much in the chandelier that it's going to overwhelm. So I need that, small till tubes. Where'd you go? I know there's one in here a second ago. Let's go back to all. Tube. Did I grab all of them? I didn't think I did. Alright. Oh, all the small steel tubes are already in there, so I need motors and computers. Okay. Computer. Motor. No motors. Okay, so this could be a problem. Yeah. Alright, so let's go right outside. Let's grab 10 motors. Let's grab 100 motors. Yeah, let's just grab motors. I want to get this working. Alright. We need to see a doctor too. Boom. Alright, so. How's it going, Slim? Come on. Okay, ingot. Priority. Calling it up. Forgot the comma. Two. Alright. So that should now work. That's wrong. Okay, so first of all, know that. Second of all, that. Okay. So there. So now we're gonna come over here and let's see here. A little bit more, a little bit more. There we go. Connectors. We call everything off. Let's do that, I guess. Save. Collect all. Throw out all. Get down, get down. I want to see, I want to see, I want to see. I'm sure you guys want to see it too. There we go. So that's what it'll look like. So that's our delivery system in action. There's ore going through there. So obviously those need filters too. But it looks damn cool, doesn't it? That's exactly what I was looking for. That just looks so awesome. That's funny how you get just outside of range and some of them disappear. See? That just looked really cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn that off because we're getting a lot of stuff down there that doesn't need to be down there. Like it though, that's working. Alright. So in theory I could have a button set up over here to where I can just walk up and hit a button and have it dispense stuff. That's an easier way to do it in the interim. So let's see how many ingots we got. Well, look at that, 914 uranium. Wow, doing good. Let's see here. Did Slim 2 get any? Let's see here. He got none because this guy isn't full. Once this guy would have been filled up, then this one here would have grabbed it all. So a little bit of iron, silicone, stone. Alright, it's no big deal. Don't learn things until we try them, right? So we learned something new today. We need some filters on those guys to stop them from spitting out ore. Maybe they shouldn't be thrown at all. Maybe they just need to collect items based upon their prioritization of ingots and items. That will actually make this easier, because we can have these ones here all be different types of ingots, and this one here be like an items only kind of thing. So, alright, so we are going to wrap it up here. I'm going to find ourselves a chair because our energy is getting low, and we dumped ourselves on the floor pretty hard today. So we have resources started coming in now. Chandelier is up and running and works pretty cool. A little bit of tweaking to do there. We knew that was coming though. So, alright, someone else is using this station. The Chandelier. Alright. So this is it for now. This is Havoc. So long, have fun, and keep gaming.